Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the vlog this week. This week is much different than any other weeks because I really felt a call to rest and recharge. Because in previous years, I've been in the same energy where I was go, 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 and I'm putting out so much content and working with so many clients that last year I pushed this boundary and was like, keep going, you know, really feeding into that hustle culture. And I found myself really depressed, really unmotivated, very like uninspired. And this year, the same pattern came around, which I'm very aware of in my reality. I'm always able to see the same cycle repeat, but last year I feel like I pushed too far. So this year, the same cycle came in after a busy sprint, and I was like, it's time to take a rest because I hate the burnout energy. And as a creative, they really don't teach you this of like, you know, that hustle culture works for some entrepreneurs and some careers, but then the further you push past when you're exhausted, the more time you have to recover essentially. And last year, that burnout lasted for about 2 months where I wasn't motivated, I wasn't inspired, and I didn't want to create. And this is my life source of energy, is all this stuff. So like I said, this year, I felt this come in and I literally turned the opposite way. So instead of going to the right and grinding this year, I was like, let's take some rest, let's recharge. And it's been a very fun week. So let's recap that week for you. So I really feel like I know myself well and understand myself. So the first thing that I knew to do to recharge was to go out to nature. Nature is so recharging to me, and simply just being out in it is more restful to me than actually resting sometimes, if that makes sense. Whether it be just walking out in the woods, just grounding, being surrounded by nature. I mean, it's quiet, it's relaxing. But this time I felt called to hit up a friend. So I hit up my friend Elise. I was like, hey, you wanna do a fun shoot? So what we did was we went out to some parks around the Kansas City area and we shot this nature boudoir content. To me, this content's really fun. It's really fresh, it's really recharging because it really takes the feminine essence and puts it in the feminine nature environment, which I think complements itself to an artistry that you typically don't see. Typically a lot of boudoir is shot in a studio, which to me is like very masculine, right? Because you got the walls, you got the hard floors. A lot of studio space is very masculine, whereas nature is very feminine, it's very flowy. So I hit up my friend Elise, who is very flowy, and we went out and shot some really fun content at a park located here in Kansas City. Check it out. Pretty dope, right? So then following this shoot, I ended up doing 4 grams of mushrooms this weekend because I really had a call to sit with psilocybin. I've done, you know, tons of plant meds over the years. I've done multiple journeys of different stuff, all the way from changa, which is a smokable ayahuasca, to sassafras, which is more of a heart opener. And then psilocybin's like a good middle ground of the two. My psilocybin journey was unlike any other journey that I've done in the past. It was very opening, very expansive. This whole journey probably lasted from about 11:30 in the afternoon till about 9 p.m. And it was just literally showcasing me, I think, spots that I'm gonna travel soon. Some that popped up was Dubai, Bali, Philippines, and then Egypt. The term tetrahedron popped in several times and I had no idea what it was. Turns out it's a pyramid. And then like that symbolism carried through the entire thing, which actually came out at the end of me finding out that a pyramid is a tetrahedron and essentially is the perfect balance between the masculine and the feminine. And it has a feminine base, which is very broad, very, you know, supporting, and then the masculine point, which a lot of my life with my astrology and everything else that I know about myself and my soul is I'm very balanced with masculine and feminine, which sometimes gets confusing, right? Because we live in this masculine world of business, and then I'm also in the feminine world of being a creative, being an artist, and expressing myself. And that journey was all about balance. The one word that kept coming through was balance, 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 balance. And as you guys know, this is called the Work-Life Balance Podcast, which is what it's turning into. Of how can I balance out my life and teach other creatives behind me what I do so that you don't hit the same icebergs as I do, so that you can navigate around them more smoothly, which is what life's all about to me. Essentially, is like, how can we help one another, passing on lessons and helping the person behind us who choose to watch our content and take lessons from it into their lives, right? All right, so after that journey, that was on a Sunday, so then Monday came around and essentially I did not want to, but I had to knock out some emails. Pretty much just sat down, put myself in like work timeout and was like, we're gonna finish emails. we're gonna finish projects, we're gonna wrap stuff up. And that's exactly what we did. And it felt right at that point, even in potentially being a start of a little bit burnout, I was like, I have to get this stuff done so I can rest. As soon as I got it done, the week just flowed by really nicely, and a lot of fun opportunities came in, with also the opportunities of rest, which I gratefully appreciate. On Tuesday morning, I ended up taking the whole day off. It started off with a yoga class, which was perfect. Nice little hatha, masculine feminine balance in the morning. Just allowed me to really just step into my body, help it restore and recover, and also, recharge. And then right after that class, I ended up sitting in the sauna for about 30 minutes. I did a cold plunge, and then I sat out by the pool. When focusing on rest and relaxation, one of my favorite things to do is the sauna and the cold plunge, because the sauna is very masculine, it's very hot. It puts you in the yang energy or the sun energy, which is all about getting nice and hot. And as soon as it's like literally 25 to 35 minutes, I'll sit in there. And then by the time I'm like, okay, I gotta get out, the cold plunge feels amazing, which is more of the feminine yin energy, which you just like, literally the water's 47 degrees and I stay in there for 3 minutes, come out feeling like $1 million. But two things happen whenever I get in the cold plunge. Number one, it either gives me energy, or number two, it takes away my energy and zaps me and knocks me out. So I always use that as a good modulator. And that day, it put me like right in the middle almost, where I was really enjoying the space, and sitting out by the pool was just perfect. Then Wednesday came around. Wednesday was actually like a really cool day. I woke up and was like, I am not working. And I looked at my space and I was like, it's clean, but it needs a deep cleaning. And there's something about cleaning my apartment and my space that feels really good. And it always gives me a new, fresh kind of energy, whatever you want to call it. There's something about it. I love it. So I literally just dusted everything. I swept everything. I cleaned my floors. I just cleaned the entire space, even to saging and using Palo Santos just to like clear out the energy, because it felt stuck. So I moved the energy that way. The next day I had my mom come over and help me hang up some stuff. She brought my little nephew, who is like the most fresh breath of air, and he wanted to be on camera. So here's a real quick segment of him while we were working on my apartment. So clap your hands, give me a clap, and then say, welcome to this week's episode. You gotta say it.
Hi.
Say, welcome to this week's episode. You're not very good on camera. Here, look right here. It's really easy, come on.
No, it's not.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to this week's episode. I got my little nephew Logan here. What's up, Logan?
Hi.
Hi. He's a man of few words, but essentially him and my mom came over. So we've been working on essentially putting a headboard on the back of my bed, and then also hanging up 2 shelves in my office. The idea was to take the time to soften the space a little bit, because my bedroom and my office, pretty much the 2 rooms where I spend my most time, are a little bare, a little too minimalistic. So we wanted to like create a little bit more aesthetics and slowly build it. Does it look better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks better. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Cool, let's check out the rest of this episode. Friday was a little bit different of a rest day, and I essentially woke up, wasn't feeling live, so I just kind of went to the woodside to work and was like, let's get the vlog out this week. I really want to stay consistent with that. So started working on the vlog. Then my buddy Matt hits me up and was like, hey, we need some help filming a wedding. Are you free? And I was like, it felt like a yes inside for whatever reason. So I was like, yeah, dude, definitely, I'll be there. What time? He said 3 o'clock, and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta post my vlog by 3. Which fully allowed me to allow the Parkinson's effect to step in. So the Parkinson's effect is essentially give yourself X amount of time to complete a project and you'll do it. So I essentially had to finish the captions of my vlog, finish up the storyline, tighten it up, and get the video pretty much edited, uploaded to YouTube by 3 o'clock. And this happened at 12:30. So I ended up getting the video edited, uploaded, made the thumbnail, did all the summary, SEO, everything for YouTube, got the video done by about 2 o'clock, uploaded, ready to go for a 3 o'clock launch, had time to eat lunch, and then shot over to a wedding up north to shoot with Matt and Jana. This wedding was super hot. It was so hot. I remember standing out there filming this wedding. It's 5:30 ceremony outside, and it was about probably 90% humidity here and 1,000 degrees outside. And I remember feeling outside and being like, it felt worse than the sauna. It was so uncomfortable, but I was like, whatever, we'll push through this. Ended up being an okay night. It wasn't my favorite wedding to shoot, but easy money coming in, which is also very helpful for whenever I choose to rest. And then Saturday came in. My buddy Hatchet came into town. Here. What's up, baby?
Back in KC.
Hatchet is a really old friend that I met at the gym one day, and we connected on this artist named Mike. So if you know him earlier as Mike Stud, changed his name and his branding to just Mike. He's been a really pivotal part of my creative journey. I remember the first time I heard his song Bright Side, I instantly went into a channel and really started to open up to the gifts that I came to live this lifetime with. Like I remember like night and day, whenever I heard the song Bright Side, just all this information started pouring into my head, and I was feeling it in my body, and it was the closest thing to it would essentially be like Changa or smokable ayahuasca that has brought me similar feelings and knowings of my life. And I remember that day, it was actually it was on March 15th on my birthday, back in, what would that be, 2016, this all happened. But needless to say, before we go off on a side tangent there, Hatchet came into town. We've been talking about going to Mike in Denver, so we ended up getting tickets. Hatchet also came in town. He had some family stuff to take care of. But he came over, we had some fun on my party deck.
Well, anyways, I woke up today, got on my private jet. By private jet, I mean Southwest Airlines.
Hey, hold up. Can you pass me a White Claw real quick? I'll flip this up.
Here you go.
Okay.
My mom picked me up, and she didn't take me to get food. It was very depressing, and I'm having a hard time coming to terms with what happened. Well, anyways, catch us in Denver, July 19th. It's gonna be a vibe. She's like pretty close stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
So, bud,
You wanna
backflip?
a what?
Backflip? It's not a backflip, bro.
Do you guys have dogs?
No.
I want one, but it's not a responsibility.
What is tonight, Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, so it's Saturday night. We're gonna go out to the lowest Ferns tonight. We're gonna have fun. He's never been. And then we went out for the night. Then Sunday rolled around, I was feeling hungover, so we took a break, just relaxed, ended up hanging out with my friend Jeff, getting some acai bowls, and then hanging out with Jeff, Jen, and Brandt, who are 3 people in my life I absolutely love to be around. It's so funny, every time I go over to their house, to Jen and Jeff's house, I just ground and relax, and it's so comforting, but it's also fun and recharging, because then this guy Brandt comes over, which you guys will meet in future episodes. Brandt is just a breath of fresh air. He is such a free spirit, and he's fun. He is the inner child in a 26, 27, 30-year-old male. I don't know how old he is, but we'll find out soon. And then some ideations for future content came in, and before you know it, the week was over, and I started feeling really rested and recharged and revitalized. So I'm excited to see what happens this week and how the energy moves from the recovery week. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. Be sure to subscribe to this content if you are a content creator or a creator who really wants to step into the travel market but understand how to get into that industry, and then also understand how to balance your life as a creative, because I think it's really hard, and the hustle culture doesn't really fit the creative lifestyle. It has its time. But even if you watch some of Sam Colder's newer content, he shares how he burned out from the lifestyle, and I feel like that was a nice message to see before I hit that in my own life. So this vlog is all about teaching you how to balance your life as a creative and as a person and make it work together to turn your life into a lifestyle that you can live, monetize, and live the best life ever doing what you love and helping those around you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Catch you next week.